Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Bengals on Thursday night primetime.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week, 14 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 29, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was third in the league in touchdown. He became only the second rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020. I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 27. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll run it with Pirine, and he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive, yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. Is Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Edmonds again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Bridgewater now from the 50. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And only a couple there, so take this up to the 47. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Sam Hubbard just continues to quietly produce for the Bengals. He plays the run, but he can also rush the passer, and had 7.5 sacks in 2021.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is taken at the 15. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Burrow will throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Play action. It's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Again, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Here we go. Get in the huddle.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Bridgewater. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Taylor now to return it. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half, and now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up this weekend. The first one, a game in the NFL's International Series. The Minnesota Vikings taking on New Orleans. Set your alarms for that one, though. 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the New England Patriots. Then on Sunday night, the one everyone's talking about, the Chiefs and Bucks, the Super Bowl 55 rematch. Do not miss that one. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys...
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. They go play action with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Burrow going to throw again. This one hauled in by Sample.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. And this one is incomplete.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Bridgewater. Wilson's got it complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. To return is Taylor. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Burrow, quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mixon.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bridgewater.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater able to find Shaheen here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Bridgewater will try and throw. His throw incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When they moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Inside handoff to Mixon, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this will be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.